Ambulante, gira de documentales 2009.
The bottom line of it is that white people were not going to play his records anyway unless he had a hit. It didn't matter. They didn't play his, they played Me and Mrs. Jones because it was great. So Billy Paul to me, that's just an excuse. That's an excuse on his part.
We don't know because we weren't,
So we seen this guy come in with the girl. He looked like a judge. He looked familiar. And then this young, beautiful girl used to come sit with him every day, same time. They play the same records on the jukebox. We said, that's Me and Mrs. Jones. We got a thing going.
My favorite song, me and Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Jones. We got a thing going on.
I recorded so much stuff in. Teddy Pendergrass, the Blue Notes, the OJs. We used to all come in this bar here, Mr. Loretta Adams owned. Take our lunch break and everything between sessions, go back up to that building smelling like fried chicken.
Now, I don't know if you remember during, I think it was the 2000 Olympics, Me and Mrs. Jones was used in a commercial for Nike. Remember now the disgraced track star Marion Jones? Nike was touting some of their great shoes that she was going to wear, and they played the song in the commercial. And so, we first sued Nike. Then at the same time, found that Billy's song, Me and Mrs. Jones, all over the place. What happened was that Philadelphia International Records sold all of Billy's recordings to Sony. And Sony was, selling these records and then sending royalty reports to Philadelphia International, but they were not then sending Billy's portion to him.
Next day, I took myself into rehab. With the help of God. She went one way, I went the other. I haven't looked back.
To be drug-free, to be hassle-free, to be drama-free. We have to get cleaned up or we're going to die. It's at that point you can no longer hide from what it is.
See, and so the black man in America has been able to survive all of this and be able to express himself through music and through art and through all kinds of things, and been able to utilize the government here and the rules and regulations, the Constitution and Declaration of Independence, and utilize this in a nonviolent way.
Am I black enough for you? 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 We're gonna move on up one by one. We ain't gonna stop until the work is done. Am I black enough for you? Am I black enough for you?
Consulta la programación para tu ciudad en www.ambulante.com.mx a partir del 6 de febrero.